Hello, I'm JT Quicks. I love you all, and you're all awesome. Okay? Please like and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Okay? This week we're going to be talking about its causes and effect of fear. Okay? Things like that. Okay? I am part of Jesus Christ Love in Heaven. My soul's been in heaven for over 10 years. Okay? I've been in the war for heaven for about 45 years. Okay? So I know everything there is to know about the war for heaven. Okay? All right? Because what's happening is my love is increasing. And as my love increases, I'm gathering more and more intelligence for you. Okay? So we can start delivering souls to heaven and we can start fighting back evil. Okay? Because that's what, and we can start defending heaven like warriors. Okay? So that's why I'm making these videos. Okay? My soul's been in heaven for about 10 years. I am part of Jesus Christ Love in Heaven. Okay? Let's get back to our subject here. The causes and effect of fear. Okay? And maybe we'll throw in suicide prevention too while we're at it. Okay? I'll explain some of that. Okay? The causes and effect of fear is prejudice and hate. Evil is spawned from fear. Okay? All right? It's actually spawned from fear. Okay? What happened was Satan started a war against heaven back before civilization. Okay? And that's when fear was created. Okay? And back as civilization was going throughout the world or throughout the land, so was fear and evil. Okay? And this is what's keeping your souls out of heaven. Okay? Is fear and evil is what keeps your souls out of heaven. Okay? So we need to overcome this. Alright? And that's what I'm showing you in my videos. I'm explaining what evil is and how to overcome evil, how to overcome mental illness, suicide, things like that. Okay? And put your soul back in heaven where it belongs. Okay? Because when you remove your fear, your soul enters heaven. Okay? Things that are created from fear are prejudice and hate. Okay? Evil comes from prejudice and hate. Okay? Evil spawned from fear. Okay? All right? What else comes from it? Terrorism is created from prejudice and hate. Terrorism. Okay? What else? Hate and corruption is comes from prejudice and hate. Where you have hate and corruption, we have pain and suffering, things like that. Mental illness and suicide, that's caused from prejudice and hate, which is spawned from fear. Prejudice and hate spawned from fear. Okay? If you live in fear, you will defend Satan. Okay? If you remove your fear, you will defend heaven. Okay? Alright? So. Alright? What else? What else did I miss? All the bad stuff and all the chaos. Chaos, that's spawned off of fear too. Because that's prejudice and hate. Okay? Alright? Socialism, communism, dictatorships. That's all created from prejudice and hate, which is created from fear. Okay? By them keeping you in fear, they're keeping your souls out of heaven. Okay? Heaven is actually, there's a war. Okay? Heaven is at war because what happened was Satan started a war against heaven when he created fear. Okay? Now what happens is, as you remove your fear, your soul's going to enter the war for heaven. That's what's going to happen. Okay? And what happens with that is your soul has entered the war for heaven, then you'll get attacked by prejudice and hate. Evil. Okay? If you try to remove your fear. That's why evil tries to keep you in fear. This keeps your love weak and broken. So you never deliver your soul to heaven and you never see the truth from heaven. That's what fear causes. Okay, so you never see the truth from heaven. Okay? What fear does, fear goes against you believing in yourself. Okay? That's what fear does. Fear goes against you believing in yourself. Because if you believe in yourself, you'll start removing your fear. Okay? So fear goes against you believing in yourself. Okay? Fear also, goes against you believing in yourself. And it goes against heaven. Fear goes against you believing in heaven, which is a pure love and freedom for your soul. Okay? Fear goes against you believing in heaven. That's why Satan is fear. Fear is Satan. Okay? All right? What causes mental illness and suicide is that comes from evil. Okay? That's spawned from fear. Okay? So what happens is with suicide is your soul has entered the war for heaven. Okay? Because when you believe in yourself and you never give up to win against evil, you made your love powerful and unbreakable. Okay? Believing in yourself, never giving up to win against evil, and you may not even know you're doing this, you're making your love powerful and unbreakable, which means your soul is going to enter the war for heaven, which means you'll probably get attacked by prejudice and hate. If you're surrounded by its prejudice and hate, trolls and cowards. Okay? Prejudice and hate, trolls and cowards live in fear. Okay? All right? They attack love and freedom. Okay? They attack pure love and freedom. They attack heaven when they attack pure love and freedom. Okay? All right? They attack love and freedom. Evil attacks love and freedom. Okay? When you deliver your soul to heaven correctly, right, and you defend your love heaven while delivering your soul to heaven, you're defending love and freedom with the forces of love. Okay? You're defending love and freedom with the forces of love. Evil attacks love and freedom with evil, prejudice, and hate. Okay? All right? What else is created from fear? All the bad stuff going on around the world is created from fear. It's all created from fear. Evil is spawned from fear. Prejudice and hate is spawned from fear. If you live in fear, you will prejudge and hate. If you remove your fear, you will stop prejudging and hating. So when you remove your fear, you remove your prejudice. When you remove your fear. Okay? All right? Now what happens is, when it comes to suicide, mental illness and suicide, right? Prejudice and hate causes mental illness and suicide. It causes things like panic attacks, okay? Anxiety, stress, paranoia, okay? All that comes from prejudice and hate, okay? And when you go into a deep depression to where it hurts, you're being attacked by evil, probably, okay? Because that's what happened to me. You're probably being attacked by evil. What happens is the person's getting attacked by evil. This hurts. This hurts them. Because what prejudice makes you give up. That's what prejudice does. Prejudice makes you give up. That's what prejudice does. And now if you're in the war for heaven and prejudice makes you give up and you're hurting, what are you going to do? You're going to want to escape the pain. How are you going to escape the pain? You're going to commit suicide. You're going to give up and commit suicide. Being attacked by prejudice and hate hurts. Being attacked by evil hurts. I was attacked by evil. It hurts, I know. I never gave up to win. I overcame it because I removed my fear. I had no fear in me. Because I had no fear in me, I overcame suicide and mental illness. Okay? As I increased the forces of my love, I overcame mental illness and suicide. As I increased the forces of my love. I want you to do the same to prevent suicide and put your soul back in heaven. Because you see, if you commit suicide, Satan wins. Okay? If you don't commit suicide and put your soul back in heaven, you win. Okay? We always want you to believe in yourself and never ever give up to win against evil. Okay? Winners don't quit, quitters don't win. Okay? I want you to win. Okay? I don't want you committing suicide. I want you to be a warrior for heaven. No matter how bad things get, no matter how tough things get. Okay? I want you to be a warrior. Okay? And overcome suicide. This is kind of like a suicide prevention video, because we're going to be talking about that a little bit here. Okay? All right? That's what causes suicide. Suicide is caused by evil. Prejudice causes you to give up. When prejudice causes you to give up, a person commits suicide. We don't want you to give up. We want you to win. Never give up, to win. Yeah, it hurts. I know it does, because I've been there. If we can remove your fear, we can overcome this. We can overcome mental illness and suicide through removing fear. Okay? When we overcome mental illness and suicide, we'll start putting souls back into heaven again. Okay? Where they belong. Your soul belongs in heaven. What's keeping your soul out of heaven right now is fear and evil. That's what's keeping your soul out of heaven. That's why fear and evil is there. Fear and evil is there to keep your soul out of heaven. That's why it's there. Okay? That's why in these videos I'm showing you how to remove your fear. Okay? All right? What happens is your soul enters the war for heaven. And you're going to get attacked by prejudice and hate. You will be attacked by its prejudice and hate, trolls and cowards. This is going to cause mental illness. And it's going to drive you into a deep depression to where it hurts. Okay? Where you're in that deep depression to where it hurts, that's where you're probably getting attacked by evil. That is where you feel hopeless, things like that. Okay? I know that because I've been there. I was there for like 3 years. Okay? I never ever want you to give up and you find a new talent for yourself. If you ever in that predicament, okay? You find something new to do that you love. Like a new talent, okay? That's where your love, the forces of your love is through your talents. And this will repair your soul after you get attacked by evil. That's what I did. I had to take up a talent. My soul got injured after I was attacked by evil. So I took up a new talent and I started repairing my soul. That's what happened to me. I was attacked by evil really bad. I was hurting really bad. Because I didn't live in fear, I did not commit suicide. Okay? Excuse me. Okay? I did not commit suicide because I did not live in fear. I overcame suicide because I removed my fear. Okay? I never gave up to win. I always believed in myself and I never gave up to win. Okay? Satan started a war against me in heaven. That's what happened. And I never gave up to win. I removed my fear. Okay? I want you to win. I want evil to lose, you to win. I want you to conquer evil and win. When you overcome suicide, you will overcome evil and win. Okay? Because you're in the war for heaven. Alright? Now the war for heaven could be easier for some people. It could be harder for others, depending on if they're surrounded by prejudice and hate, trolls and cowards. If you're surrounded by a lot of prejudice and hate, trolls, and cowards, you're going to get attacked by evil if you do this. I always want you to believe in yourself, never ever give up to win against evil. Okay? And do what they say can't be done. Okay? Because the laws of prejudice is, I can't, I cannot, that's impossible. Those are the laws of prejudice. You find that in prejudice and hate. Okay? Prejudice and hate is created from the fear. See, it's prejudice and hate, trolls and cowards live in fear. They attack heaven when they attack you. Because if you're delivering your soul to heaven correctly, you're defending your love, heaven, while delivering your soul to heaven. If you get attacked by evil, you are defending heaven. That's why I want you to never give up to win. Because if you win, heaven wins. Okay? If you win, heaven wins. Okay? So did we talk about what fear causes? Yeah, we did. Okay? Prejudice and hate is created from fear. Okay? Evil is created from prejudice and hate. Terrorism is created from prejudice and hate. Chaos is created from prejudice and hate and evil. Okay? All the bad stuff we see going on around the world is created from prejudice and hate. Socialism, communism, dictatorships, all that's created from prejudice and hate. It's all created from fear. It's all spawned off of fear. That's why we need to remove the fear. I've been in the war for heaven for 45 years. I know. Nobody knows this subject better than me. I'm part of Jesus Christ's love in heaven. I know what heaven knows. You understand? I know what heaven knows. That's why I'm delivering the intelligence to you. Okay? All right. Would you like me to explain how to deliver your soul to heaven now? Let's explain how to deliver your soul to heaven, okay? How about I explain how an animal delivers its soul to heaven first? Okay? With an animal lives in the wild, okay? And it does two things, okay? An animal does a couple things, okay? It believes in itself, and it never ever gives up to win, to survive in the wild. In order to survive in the wild, it has to win, okay? It has to win in order to survive in the wild. It never gives up to win. It believes in itself, never ever gives up to win, to survive in the wild. Okay? And that keeps its soul in heaven while it's alive. So this way, when the animal dies, it wins. Well, it works the same way with a human. It works the same way with a human. The only difference is with the human, you have to win against evil. Because now you're up against evil. So in order to win up against evil, you have to always believe in yourself. Never ever give up to win against evil. Because you're in the war for heaven. Okay? Because it's fear and evil that is keeping your soul out of heaven. So if you never ever give up to win against evil, that will keep your soul in heaven. They'll pull your soul closer to heaven. Because you're going to start removing your fear. Because you're going to believe in yourself. You're never ever going to give up to win against evil. Okay? What happens is, as you're removing your fear, you're going to stop prejudging and hating. As you stop prejudging and hating, this is going to remove your prejudice. Okay? And your hate. That's what's going to happen. As you remove your fear. As you're removing your prejudice and hate, you're starting to learn the difference between good and evil. Automatically. You're starting to learn the difference between good, which is the forces of love, and prejudice and hate, which is evil. And you start to learn these differences automatically as you remove your fear. Because heaven is the truth. Heaven is the truth. That's why. Okay? And when you realize that heaven is the truth, you'll start to do this properly. Okay? Because it's you deliver your soul to the truth. You'll start, and as you do this, you'll start seeing the truth. You'll start understanding the difference between good and bad. Okay? As your soul comes closer to heaven and you remove more and more and more of your fear, you're going to stop bowing and breaking to prejudice and hate, and you'll only bow and break to Jesus Christ, love, and heaven. Okay? All right? Now, what happens is your soul's probably going to enter the war for heaven. We'll get into that a little later, okay? All right? All right? Don't fear God. They got you fearing God. Don't fear God. Don't fear the Lord. Don't fear Jesus Christ, okay? Jesus Christ, love in heaven. We love you. We prayed for you, and we cheerlead your soul to heaven. Okay? God loves you. God prays for you. God cheerleads your soul to heaven. And if you get attacked by evil, we got your back. Because you're in the war for heaven. Okay? Delivering your soul to heaven is not easy, but it's tough. Okay? And you don't have to fear judgment. There is no judgment. There's no judgment in heaven. Because you decided. You're the judge whether you wanted to deliver your soul to heaven or not. Okay? You're the judge. Okay? What else? Oh yeah. And as you're doing this, you're automatically becoming a non-sinner because you're automatically going to behave. You're automatically going to behave, so you're automatically becoming a non-sinner. So you're automatically going to stop bowing and breaking to prejudice and hate, and you'll only bow and break to Jesus Christ, love, in heaven. And once you do this really good, you become a non-sinner and your soul enters heaven. Now you removed all your fear. Okay? Now you removed all your fear. Which means you stop prejudging and hating. Okay? Alright? So, you removed all your fear. Became a non-sinner, now your soul enters heaven. That means you win. Okay? You win. You conquered evil. You win. Okay? You always believe in yourself. You never ever give up to win against evil. You in heaven never lose. Okay? You in heaven never lose against evil. Okay? And that will increase the forces of your love, and that will keep your soul in heaven while you're alive. Okay? That will keep your soul in heaven while you're alive. Okay? All right. What else? You're not going to fear death because you know you're going to win when you die. If you know that your soul's already in heaven, you're going to win when you die. You're going to know this. You're going to know your soul's in heaven because you're going to start seeing the truth in real time. You're going to start seeing the truth in real time. That's what you're going to see. You're going to see, you may start seeing evil throughout the world, like prejudice and hate. You'll start seeing the prejudice and hate trolls and cowards. Things like that. You'll see them on television, that's for sure. You'll know who to trust and who not to trust. That's for sure. Okay? You'll know who's lying and who's not lying. I'll tell you that right now. I could tell who's lying and who's not lying. That's for sure. Okay? So, you'll stop believing in the propaganda and the lies when you deliver your soul to heaven. Okay? Things like that. All right. What else? Did I miss anything? Do what they say can't be done. Did I explain the laws of prejudice? The laws of prejudice is I can't, I cannot, and that's impossible. Okay? That comes from Satan. Okay? Satan is fear. Fear is Satan. That's your own fear telling you that you can't. So to overcome that, you gotta like say, I'm going to do what they say that can't be done. I'm going to deliver my soul to heaven. You know? Yes, I can deliver my soul to heaven. Yes, I can. Okay? That's Satan trying to keep your soul out of heaven. That's why he tells you that you can't do this and you can't do that and that's impossible. That all comes from Satan. That's all in prejudice and hate. That's the laws of prejudice. Told you that you can't do this and you can't do that. Trying to break your love. That's what it's doing. And causing discouragement on you. Don't let that happen, okay? That's all I can tell you, yeah. So, yes, you can. And take up a talent. I mean, find something that you love to do and do it, you know what I mean? Find something that you love to do and do it. You'll probably be real good at it, too. When you remove your fear, you'll get real good at it. That's for sure. Okay? Yeah. All right. I think that's it for delivering your soul to heaven. I explained what's caused from fear. You want to talk about the causes and effect? Let's talk about the causes and effect between prejudice and hate and the forces of love. Okay? What happens is when you deliver your soul to heaven correctly, this is what you're doing. You're defending your love, heaven, while delivering your soul to heaven, and you're removing your fear. Because that's what these videos are all about, to remove your fear. When you remove your fear, you overcome anything. Okay? When you deliver your soul to heaven this way, you overcome anything. You overcome anything. You overcome anything. Okay? You will overcome mental illness and suicide, things like that. Okay? Because you have no fear in you. If you can remove your fear, you will overcome mental illness and suicide. Okay? Because evil causes mental illness and suicide. Okay? So, things like that. All right? The causes and effect between the forces of love and prejudice and hate. All right? So, what did I say? You're going to defend your love, heaven, while delivering your soul to heaven. Okay? So, here's what's going to happen. You're going to increase the forces of your love. Okay? Right? And as you increase the forces of your love, you're going to hurt their prejudice. That's what you're going to do. You're going to hurt their prejudice. Whose prejudice are you going to hurt? The prejudice and hate, trolls, and cowards. You're going to hurt their prejudice. They live in fear. Okay? All right? And they don't want you delivering your soul to heaven. All right? They're going to do anything they can to stop you from delivering your soul to heaven. That's what they're going to do. Okay? And when they can't break your love, you're going to drive them mad. They're going to attack you with things like hate, ball breaking, chop breaking, the stab in the back, prejudice attack. They'll blame you for this. Everything is your fault. They'll talk behind your back. Forget about it. You know? So, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, now you're in the war for heaven. Yeah. All right? And when they can't break your love, you're going to drive them mad. Okay? All right? Let's say somebody's breaking your balls or your chops. Okay? You have every right to defend yourself. Okay? From that. Okay? Because what they're doing is they're trying to break your love. They're trying to break your love. Especially if they're doing it for no reason at all. And you know they hate you. If you know they hate you and they're just doing it because they don't like you, well, they're trying to break your love. You know what it is. So what you do is, you can tell them, you know, in a nice way, you know, hey, I'm delivering my soul to heaven. Go kick rocks. Go pound some sand. Whatever. You know what I mean? That's all. Tell them, hey, remove your fear or follow Satan to hell. You know, you can tell them something like that. Okay? Yeah. That's why they're attacking you, because they live in fear. Okay? Yeah. Oh, you could be nasty about it. Let's say let's say somebody's attacking you and somebody hates you, they're breaking your balls or your chops. You can be nasty about it. You can say, hey, take your prejudice and hate and stick it up your butt. You can tell them like that. Okay? Yeah, you can tell them where to stick it. Yeah. You can tell them to go pound sand, go kick rocks, go kick a can, whatever. You know? I tell them prejudice and hate, trolls and cowards go F themselves. I don't take no crap. Okay? I don't take no crap from no prejudice and hate, troll and coward. That's the enemy to heaven, as far as I'm concerned. You know what I mean? Yeah. I ain't gonna let them break me, that's for sure. My soul stays in heaven where it belongs. I don't bow and break the prejudice of name. You understand? Yeah. All right. This week I said I wanted to talk more about mental illness and suicide, right? So, what happens with prejudice breaks love. That's what it does, okay? And when it breaks a person's love, it hurts them, okay? When a person gets attacked by prejudice, it puts them in pain. It puts them in pain. It hurts them mentally. This hurts a person mentally when a person gets attacked by prejudice. And hey, I know because I was attacked by that, okay? And what happens is it tries to break them. And when it breaks them, the person gives up and they commit suicide because they're in the war for heaven and they don't know it. Okay? That's why I never ever want you to give up to win. Okay? Never ever give up to win. Okay? A little suicide message, you know? To prevent suicide. Never ever give up to win. Evil causes suicide. Suicide is caused by evil. Okay? When a person gets attacked by prejudice and hate, they're in the war for heaven. Okay? I know, because I was attacked by a lot of it. I hurt for a long time. Because I didn't live in fear, I overcame it. Okay? I'm still attacked by prejudice and hate to this day. Okay? So, it never ends because I'm in the war for heaven. All I could do is isolate myself from its prejudice and hate, trolls, and cowards so I don't get attacked. Okay? So, you know, got to surround yourself with good people that will prevent it. Okay? So you don't get attacked by prejudice and hate. Okay? So, it's fear. That's what it is. Prejudice and hate is created from fear. And we need to remove the fear. Satan is fear. Fear is Satan. This must be removed. That's it. Okay? That's it. Live in fear, you defend Satan. Remove your fear, you defend heaven. Remove your fear, you deliver your soul to heaven. Okay? This was hidden from you for a very long time because of the fear. Because Satan kept you in fear all these years. You were in fear and evil all these years and never understood the truth from heaven. 10 years ago, I accidentally delivered my soul to heaven. I didn't even know I was in the war for heaven until later on. As my love was increasing and increasing and increasing, I was gathering more and more and more intelligence for you. That's what happened to me. Okay? I always believed in myself, and I never ever gave up to win against evil. Okay? Now I'm going after Satan because I wanted to get to the truth. Okay? When my soul entered heaven 10 years ago, Jesus Christ told me the truth of what happened to him. The truth I received about Jesus Christ was he was tortured and murdered by its prejudice and hate, trolls and cowards before he could tell you how to deliver your souls to heaven. That was the intelligence I received from Jesus Christ himself. Okay? He was tortured and murdered before he could tell you how to deliver your souls to heaven. He won that day. He won because his soul was already in heaven. He never gave up to win, and that's what kept his soul in heaven. after they tortured and murdered him. Okay? He won that day. All right? Jesus Christ is powerful, unbreakable love. I follow Jesus Christ to heaven the correct way. I am powerful, unbreakable love. I follow Jesus Christ to heaven the correct way against evil. Okay? All right. What else? What else could we talk about? Yeah. Okay. I think we cut this video a little shorter. Jesus Christ won. He was tortured and murdered by its prejudice and hate, trolls, and cowards. You want to know why they tortured and murdered him? The prejudice and hate, trolls, and cowards? Because they live in fear. They live in fear. Because fear creates prejudice and hate. So it was caused by fear. Because everybody lived in fear. That's why he was prejudged. Because everybody lives in fear. Satan is fear. Fear is Satan. That's why he was prejudged. And he was attacked by its prejudice and hate, trolls, and cowards. He was attacked by evil. Its prejudice and hate, trolls, and cowards defend Satan. Okay? They live in fear. That's why they attacked him. Because they live in fear. If you live in fear, you're going to attack the truth, you're going to attack heaven, and you're going to attack the forces of love. If you live in fear, you're going to hate heaven. Serious. If you live in fear, you are going to hate heaven. This is what causes socialism, communism, and dictatorships. Because everybody lives in fear, and they believe in propaganda and lies, and that keeps them in fear. It keeps them in fear. Because it's evil and fear. Socialism, communism, dictatorships is evil. There are entities of evil, and they create fear amongst its people. And as long as they got fear amongst the people, they got more prejudice and hate. It's like a vicious cycle. Evil creates fear, fear creates evil. It's just a vicious cycle. That's all it is. Okay? And that's what creates socialism, communism, and dictatorships. Okay? My love and freedoms come from Jesus Christ, love in heaven. That's where my love and freedoms come from. I only bow and break to Jesus Christ, love in heaven. I don't bow and break to prejudice and hate. I stand for the flag, and I bow and break to Jesus Christ, love in heaven. God, that's it. God in heaven, yeah. Doesn't matter. Could be God in heaven. I stand for the flag, and I bow and break to God in heaven, which is Jesus Christ, love in heaven. I know it's Jesus Christ because that's who gave me this story, and that's who I'm communicating with. I am part of Jesus Christ, love in heaven. That's why I say Jesus Christ, love in heaven. Okay? Because I know the truth. I learned the truth about Jesus Christ from heaven. I did not learn it out of a Bible. I never read the Bible. Okay? I never read the Bible. All the intelligence I'm delivering to you comes from heaven. comes from heaven. It comes from up there. My soul entered heaven 10 years ago. I was seeing prejudice and hate, and Jesus Christ told me the truth, what happened to him. It took me 10 years to increase the forces of my love and go after Satan to find out what really happened and why. Okay? All right? I'm happy to talk to you about this, and I share everything I know. I don't hold nothing back. Okay? So, we love you. Jesus Christ, love in heaven. We love you. Okay? We pray for you. We cheerlead your soul to heaven. And if you get attacked by evil, we got your back. Okay? Until next weekend, or next week, I'll think of another topic. Okay? We'll see. Please like and subscribe to my videos. I'd appreciate it. I love you. Until next week. Bye.